poetry, and I got some shit to say.
So it seems that you know, people with a little power seem to be abusing their power now, you know, and pretty much just doing what the fuck they want and telling everyone else what the fuck they can and cannot do, i.e., Proposition 8. They're telling me, you know what I'm saying, and anyone else in the LGBT community that same-sex marriage is not okay, and that marriage should continue to be, you know, the bond between a man and a woman. And I don't understand how they're thinking that way. Like, ugh, closed-minded fools. Excuse me? Love has no gender. You don't have to be anything, okay? I just want people to understand that. One, marriage isn't about a nigga and a bitch fucking. You know what I'm saying? Not really to put it that way, but you know what I mean. Just like a man and a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's not what it's about. It's about two people in love who feel as though they can spend the rest of their lives together, bonded. You know what I mean? So who are you to tell me that in order for me to do that, it has to be with someone of the opposite sex? When clearly, you know what I'm saying, most marriages don't last. Men and women, they have sex, they have babies, they get married, they hate each other, and it's over. I'd say about only a good 10% of marriages are only based on love and last. Another 5% last because most of the time they don't have anywhere else to go, or they just don't want to go through the bullshit of meeting new people again or being alone, and they just continue to live together and hate the fuck out of each other. Or the rest of them get divorced and hate the fuck out of each other and waste money and time in courts getting divorces and getting alimony and child support and blah blah blah, whatever the fuck else comes with that bullshit package. But, you're trying to tell me that if I love my girlfriend genuinely and wholeheartedly, and I plan on being with her for the rest of my life and the feelings are mutual, that we can't be legally married. We can't have that bond, that attachment. We can't have that. In some states, it's okay, but even when it's okay, you're not legally married. You know what I'm saying? It's like a ceremony. And that's just not good enough. I don't want to settle for the shit end of the stick. And I don't want to have none of the stick at all either. I mean, when they tell you about America, the supposed land of the free, they never tell you about the bullshit and the problems you go through. They only feed you with America, the richest, country in the world. You know what I'm saying? All of this great shit, you know what I mean? Freedom of speech, equality, and all this bullshit when nothing about this says equality with nothing that we do. Anything, whether it be where you live or how much you make, where you work, you know what I'm saying, who you're trying to be with or what you're trying to do. Nothing is equal. It's all about who you are. And I just think that that's a crock of bullshit. Okay, if you're going to talk about equality, then be about it. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have the authority, to tell people who they can and cannot marry. I just think that's ridiculous. Why would you even want to do that? Just to shed more hatred in a hated world? Because that's all this world seems to be full of nowadays is hate. Hate. There is no more love. Like you have to dig deep and look into the darkest corners and the crevices in between the cushions of the world to find just a tad bit of love to get you through the day nowadays. And it's ridiculous. Everyone's life is based on hate. Everyone's world revolves around hate. It's like if you're not, if you don't hate something, then you're not a human motherfucking being. That's what it seems like. Like, what? You're happy all the time? What the fuck is wrong with you? What type of drugs are you smoking? What kind of alcohol are you drinking? You just can't be a genuine, sincere, sweet, kind, loving ass person. You can't be that anymore. And if you are, then people will try their best to take advantage of you. So, even if you are, you really can't be. You really can't be. Or you're going to be used, you're going to be abused, and you're going to be thrown to the side like yesterday's motherfucking garbage. And it's just ridiculous. I just think the whole, thing is bullshit. What they're saying, how they're trying to explain it, oh, well, we feel as though it should be one man, one woman, that's the way it's always been, and that's the way it should continue to be, and it's just simply not fair, Even in an elementary way to put it, it's just not fucking fair. I don't care what you want to call it. That's what it is. And it's just like, married or not, is not going to stop people from being together. So why not? Why not let them take it to that next level if they feel as though that's what they want to do? Because married or not, you know what I'm saying? They can still be together forever. They can still live out that dream. So even if they go with it or not, and I feel as though I want to spend the rest of my life with this woman, then that's what I'm going to do, whether a piece of fucking paper says it or not. The only difference is that if you have this ceremony with your, you can't say girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife when it comes to homosexual relationships. They'd rather us call it our lovers and our partners, which just makes us sound like a bunch of freaks and a bunch of fucking whores. But that's not even what I'm talking about right now. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Then that's what I'm gonna do. And if you're in the fucking ceremony, then it's like you don't get the same rights as you would if you were married. You know what I mean? Like, even when you die, and most people would be like, well, your things will go, to your family, the person you were married to, blase, blase, or let's write each other off on each other's taxes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, you can't do that because you're not legally married, and that's fine too. Because if I want her to have something, then I'll just put it in my will, and I'll just make my way that way. Even though I know I could live around it, if Proposition 8 was to actually go into effect, like just hard and everywhere, I would still be able to live around it, because you can tell me who not to marry, but you can't tell me who not to be with. And if I love that person, then if I'm with them, then that's all that matters. Whether your little piece of paper and your little sticker at the bottom of that certificate says it or not. Okay? And that's just what it is. So, pretty much what I'm saying is, Proposition 8 is stupid. Fuck the people who thought of it. And the people who fucking pushing it, because they're ignorant also. A bunch of closed-minded imbeciles who have nothing better to do than to hate people for what the fuck they do. So, deuces.